Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by Apex Irons from Callaway.
Hello, I'm Anna Whiteley, always delighted to be alongside Amanda Bluman. We're coming to you live from Atlanta Athletic Club, and this is your Golf Central update. Well, third round of the KPMG Women's PGA Championship saw Nelly Korda and Lizette Salas run away with the co-lead. An absolutely thrilling front nine, packed with birdies, finishing up with rounds of 67 and 68 to head into tomorrow's round at 15 under par with a 5-stroke co-lead. Worth keeping an eye, though, on Patty Tavatanakit, already a major champion at the ANA Inspiration this year in her rookie season. The big hitter for Thailand could just pose a threat on Sunday, but let's focus in on one of our leaders, as after her round, Nelly talked about dealing with that major championship pressure and her mindset during today's third round.
You know, there's days that are so much easier than others. Like today, I kind of struggled with it, where I was like, my adrenaline was definitely up there and I was a little bit more serious and not having as much fun. And then there's days like yesterday where I was just having so much fun. So it's kind of like an ongoing battle. I think you're going to have that throughout your career, but as long as you and your caddy are on the same page and you keep it light out there, I think it helps a lot.
Can you describe what the feeling was like before, when you were kind of holding all of that in and you were feeling that pressure? What is that like for you?
I've always kept everything in. Like, I've never really shown too much emotion on the golf course. I like to keep it steady and not have it roller coaster. I mean, inside I'm a pretty big roller coaster. But I think it feels good to kind of let it out and to, you never realize it until someone says it, in a sense. And I realized it when Bubba and Matt Wolff said it at the US Open. And it makes you think that you're like, why isn't everyone taking this approach? Like, why are you bringing your work home after, like if you've had a bad day, you just feel like you just don't laugh throughout the entire day. It's like, you leave your work here, you go home, have a good day and come back with a better attitude.
So Nelly Korda, world number 3, arguably the best player out there on the LPGA right now without a major championship. Amanda, we know she's got the game. We know she's got the talent. It's all down to the mindset. It's whether she can deal with the pressure. And she's been working so hard to stay relaxed in these kind of environments.
Well, it's really interesting to hear her talk about it, because a lot of times, not too long ago, players kind of kept it to themselves. And it's been so freeing to hear from Matt Wolff and Bubba Watson and then Lizette Salas. They're really opening up about struggling with the pressures on tour and how you identify yourself so much as a golfer as opposed to that's your job and leaving it out on the golf course. And I watched her really closely play at the US Open when she didn't play well and she looked very unhappy. It took almost 34 holes to even see her crack a smile. And then she goes to the Meyer LPGA with a completely different attitude. She shoots 62 on Saturday and ends up winning, shooting 25 under par. And we see that then carry to this major, to the KPMG Women's PGA, and just that mindset paired with how great she's playing. Number 1 on tour in scoring average. She's had 5 top 5 so far this season with 2 wins. That, with a great attitude, is really going to help her, and we've seen already the results in the first 3 rounds in a major championship.
Yeah, she's also got the opportunity to move to world number 1 tomorrow as well. There is so much on the line for Nelly. She said she's just going to go back tonight. She's got her boyfriend and her mum in town. Just take her mind off the golf and try and relax and come in tomorrow as fresh as she possibly can, because there is a woman standing in her way, currently tied at the top of the leaderboard, and that is Lizette Salas. She's also looking for her breakthrough major win and the second win of her career after 10 years on the LPGA. And Lizette caught up with our Amy Rogers after her round.
Lizette, today the round between you and Nelly Korda just felt like one of your epic Solheim Cup matches. How was the vibe for you out there today?
The vibe was, I was calm all day and I was embracing each moment, and we got off to a hot start and just kept patient all day. And even, I finally had a bogey on 10 and I said, you know what, that's all right. Like, it's, we're still in it, and it was fun playing with Nelly. And I watched her shoot 9 under last week, and I said, why not be my turn? So it was great. She played awesome, and it was a good pairing.
It seemed like there was no putt you couldn't make on the front 9. How would you assess your game today?
Well, I mean, I'm very proud of myself of how I handled every situation. Obviously, there was no birdies on the back, but kept being aggressive and kept within myself. I didn't feel uncomfortable, which was, it's very. I haven't been like that in a very long time. So just to be confident and patient throughout the day, and just knowing what I'm capable of, and when to be conservative and when to not. I'm really proud of myself.
We've talked a lot this week about Solheim Cup and what that event means to you. What would a win here on Sunday in a major championship, where would that rank?
Are you asking like how would it rank between that and a Solheim? It's a close tie. And I saw Captain Pat Hurst right before my round, and she told me something, and I said, "You got it, Cap." And that's just, she knows what I'm capable of, and that's very comforting, and it's giving me that extra boost of motivation and confidence. So I'm really grateful, and if it happens tomorrow, great. And if not, we're gonna take a lot of positives from the week, whatever happens tomorrow.
Willing to share what it was that Captain Hurst said to you today?
She didn't. She said kick butt, but in another way. Yeah.
Well, nicely done today. Great play, and good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.
Personally and professionally, this has been a huge week for Lizette Salas in her career going forward. She was very open, and she made herself so vulnerable at the beginning of the week, talking about the mental struggles that she's had over the last 12 months or so, losing her identity when she couldn't get out on the LPGA Tour due to COVID. But she's come out, and that weight has sort of been lifted. And she said that's played a huge part in these 3 rounds of 67s that she shot at a major championship. An unexpected co-leader coming into a Sunday, but she's earned every moment of it.
She has, and there is just that sense of relief. I mean, she's just smiling. She seems to really be enjoying it, and there seems to be just a sense of calm. She hasn't won since 2014, but it doesn't seem like that out here. It seems like this is exactly where she belongs. She won 63 holes dating back to the Meyer LPGA Classic last week, 63 holes without making a bogey. So she's just been playing such consistent, solid golf, very different than Nelly. She's much shorter. She's ranked 144th on tour in driving distance, but the way she's been approaching this championship by hitting fairway after fairway, she says, I want to play boring Lizette golf, and that's what we're seeing. She's hitting the fairway on the green and then giving herself the opportunity to make putts. She switched to a ping center shafted putter. It's her new toy this week, and she's loving it, and we're seeing amazing results with that putter.
And just quickly, there are plenty of other women in the field out there, and it's worth touching on Patty Tavatanakit as well. She's 5 strokes back, already a major champion. She's a big hitter, just 21 years old, from Thailand. How much of a threat do you think she could pose tomorrow?
She is definitely a threat. The fact that she has been playing so well of late, she has the best chipping game I've ever seen at the U.S. Open. It was just an exhibition, and she has that same mindset where she said she has a goldfish memory. It's only 3 seconds and she forgets it and moves on to the next hole. She, though, is going to have a lot of she has a lot of momentum in her favor, but there's a lot of catching up to do. She's 5 shots behind. Yes, she's had 4 top 5s this year with that 1 major win, 7 birdies today with no bogeys. But the way Lizette and Nelly are playing, sizzling hot, it's going to be very hard to beat them.
Yes, it is. But Patty, she could be one to watch, but it is Lizette Salas and Nelly Korda who lead the way. It could be an epic major championship duel. Don't miss it. It is tomorrow on NBC, and Golf will see you tomorrow.